Plaintiff Carl Wallace is suing his ex-girlfriend, Jeanette Jackson, for truck damages and emotional distress. Carl says the defendant kicked his windshield in a fit of rage and then broke out all the windows with a hammer later that day. But Jeanette says she still loves the plaintiff, and on the day in question, she was angry because she suspected he was using drugs again. She's countersuing for the cost of tuition.
Carl Wallace is suing Jeanette Jackson for truck damages and emotional distress, and Jeanette is countersuing her ex-boyfriend for the cost of tuition. How are you, Carl?
All right, how you doing?
Good. What is that?
Your Honor, this is what's left of my truck.
You mean a real truck that you rode in with wheels and doors?
Yes, Your Honor, yeah.
And does this have something to do with the defendant?
Yes, it does.
All right, start. Go ahead.
Me and Jeanette Jackson been on an on and off relationship for the past 8 years. She's kind of controlling and stuff like that. So I had borrowed some money and stuff from my mother and, stuff like that. And I had bought a truck for us to get back and forward in. One day
bought a truck?
Right.
What kind of truck?
1996 Ford Explorer. I was letting her use the truck, and I was just, getting the work.
Are you two living together?
No, ma'am.
No,
ma'am, Your Honor.
So you date? You've been dating for 8 years?
Yeah.
Yes.
Make a decision, one of you.
The hammer.
All right, so you're dating. You get a truck.
Right, and I was very happy about getting the truck because then that way, I could let her use it to get to school. And plus she has...
You go to school?
I do go to school. I attend High Tech Institute. And actually, I had to miss a very important exam today to be here. And I did bring my grades and my...
Good. Okay. Well, that was the simple question was you go to school?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, back to you, Carl.
On the day in question, Your Honor, I was over to my friend's house, and me and him was coming out the building. I see Jeanette coming up the street, and she's walking like she has this rage inside of her. She started, screaming and hollering and using vulgar language with me and him, but, we didn't say nothing to her, so I told him to go upstairs, and I'm going to take her around the corner because she don't live too far from him. So we got into my truck, and we went around the corner to her house. I turned off the ignition. I took my keys out because I know how Jeanette could be sometime. I've been with her for 8 years. She would have snatched my keys. And I wouldn't have been able to get them back from her. So I told her, I said, well, I have some unfinished business around here. And I'll come back and I'll get you. And she kicked my windshield, Your Honor. I'm talking about she kicked it in a rage. So when she got out of the truck, I locked the door and I pulled off and the front windshield imploded on me. And that's how I got of this. So
did you kick out his windshield?
I did not kick out the windshield, Your Honor.
Or did you kick it in that?
I did kick the windshield and crack
Why?
it because I was upset. Because first of all, Your Honor, can I just say that Carl and I have been together for 8 years, as you've already heard, and we've been through a lot of issues, past issues with women and narcotics and things of that nature, and the specific area that he was in was nothing but infested with narcotics and unprofessional women, I should say.
Or professional women.
Well, they're not licensed. How about non-licensed, professional women? Okay, and he had no business being over there because.
How'd you find them?
How did I find him? Because I know Carl. I know where he is.
Go to this area where they're unlicensed
Your
women.
Honor.
Yeah. Are you mom?
that's my mother.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Come on up.
Okay.
Can you come up? You don't have to if you can.
Okay.
You okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Why are you here today?
Well, Your Honor, Carl had told me that he wanted to buy a truck and he needed some money. So I sent him money, Western Union, to get the truck.
I just got the...
And then his truck was in Pound, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I sent him the money to get it out of Pound. Pound, I'm sorry. So then next thing I know, the truck was tore up. I just lost out. That's it.
But I got all the receipts and stuff that she said.
Right.
Well, what do you think of Jeanette? You think Jeanette did it?
I'm sure she did it. I'm sure she did it.
How long have you known Jeanette, Mom?
I've been knowing her ever since her and Carl started dating. That's a long time. Long time.
Does Carl hang out with bad women now and then?
I don't know.
Okay, Mom. Thank you very much. All right,
All
Carl.
right.
Well, yeah, he's a good son. He is a good son. Now, Carl, what do you have in terms of evidence? Show me.
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to finish telling you about what happened to the truck. My truck got towed because she was driving and didn't have a license.
When?
Before when I had to call my mom and get the money. And then the same day I got out of pound, the same day that she did this. And then what happened is when I went back around there to coming back out the building, and I seen her running up the street with a hammer in her hand, I'm like, I know she didn't do it. I went in the parking lot. She had found my truck, and I'm talking about she had put a mojo on my truck. She had. I am so glad that wasn't my head. Or else I'll be like this, Your Honor. Yeah.
All right, I don't mean to laugh. I should not laugh.
Yep, this just some statements and stuff, and the money and
Do you have a
estimates and
picture of the
stuff.
truck?
Yep, and
Yes?
and Your Honor,
Hello? Do you have a picture of the truck?
no, I wasn't able because you know what? It was raining real bad today, and my truck got towed again. They thought I had abandoned it. Yes, it looked at abandoned. My truck got towed again because they said somebody abandoned it. I didn't abandon it.
Okay, what we have here is a promissory note signed by Jeanette Jackson. I, Jeanette Jackson, acknowledge that I am responsible for breaking out 5 windows on his vehicle. I will and are responsible for this act, and I agree to pay for them. I sincerely apologize. I, Prince Robertson, saw Jeanette Jackson break out Carl Wallace's windows with a hammer.
That's my friend.
Well, you shouldn't say that because, it's a witness.
Oh, well.
I still believe the statement, whether it's your friend or not.
Oh, Your Honor, I got
what
a
kind
tape
of damage?
too.
You have a tape? Let's hear it.
Okay,
So you're going to pay when you feel like it, huh?
Your Honor.
Yeah, talk to me.
Your Honor, Carl, like I said, Carl and I have been through a lot of situations concerning the narcotics and the women. And it's not so much about the women. It's about the narcotics. Carl
He
and
looks
I
pretty healthy to me.
He does look healthy now. Yes, he does. But I have seen him when he hasn't looked so healthy, Your Honor.
So why
I have
you
been
with
there
him?
because I love him. And I know what kind of person he is on the inside. And I know what kind of person that he is and that he should be and that he can be. That's why.
So why are you knocking out his windows? Where do you get the right to do that?
Okay, first of all, Your Honor, the reason I bust out the windows is because I felt disrespected. I felt like he disrespected those who had been trying to help him, like he had been taking advantage of people.
How?
How? Because Carl was in that area. He was in a drug-infested area. He was down there to do drugs. He was not coming out. He came out the building with the guy who he does drugs with.
Were you doing drugs, Carl?
No, I wasn't. I was up to as a matter of fact, he wasn't feeling so good today. I was going to take him to the hospital.
Did you?
My friend I couldn't take him after all my windows was tore out. My friend is 60-something years old.
That's not true.
Jeanette, you are livid. You approach him. What do you say to him?
I say, Carl, what are you doing over here? You're not supposed to even be down in this area. I said, why are you over here? Oh, I came to take this girl to the grocery store.
Oh,
and
girl.
I said to myself, what girl? First of all, your niece called me concerned because you left to go get the truck at 12 o'clock and you hadn't made it back and it was almost 5 o'clock. I said, oh, really? I said, okay, let me call you back. So I said to myself, let me walk around this corner because anytime he's MIA, he's not 9 times out of 10, he's somewhere in a drug-infested area where he has no business.
Jeanette, let me ask you a question. What are you studying in school?
I'm studying medical billing and coding to become a medical
you're not in the right field. Jeanette, you got a lot of potential. Okay? I mean, you could be a bouncer. I mean, you could be a parole officer. I mean, you've got all kinds of potential.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you got to
Yes,
pipe it down a little, okay? Now, what are you suing her for?
$3,800.
Okay.
And see, Your Honor, I didn't want to take the, I didn't want to take the law into my own hands and try to chase it and jump on it. Why you do this to a truck is not worth it. Jeanette is a nice person.
Do you love her?
Yeah.
Do you love him?
Very much. I do.
I know you do. What's the matter with the two of you?
I don't know, but you know what? She really scared me because I was saying, if that
hogwash.
Your Honor.
Hogwash. If she scared you, you would have called the cops.
Your Honor, can I tell you?
Hold on, everybody. You're nice people, but here's the deal. Call the cops next time.
Okay. I told her that. I said next time. I said next time you do that, I said I'm calling the police.
Should he call the police next time?
Yes.
But you like Jeanette too, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
I know.
Yes.
They love each other.
Yes.
You can absolutely feel it.
Yes.
But you're both a little crazy. All right. Now, why shouldn't you pay him $3,800?
The reason I should not pay Mr. Wallace $3,800 is because he brought all this situation on himself. Had he came back and did what he was supposed to do, I would have never had to go down there looking for him. Carl and I both have been on narcotic road to recovery. I've been clean myself, and so as he has. I was clean for 6 years, Your Honor, and I relapsed for a year. You understand?
Good for you.
I got myself together. From the last 2 years, I've been clean, and for the last 2 years, Mr. Wallace has been clean. Carl, my baby, he been clean, and I don't want to see him go back down the same road that we've been traveling, that we've overcome.
In all seriousness, you were both in NA, and I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you.
And now I get it.
Thank you.
You're out of control, but I get it. Okay? You're going to pay him. You damaged his property. It was intentional. It was wrong. You know what? If you want to punish this guy, you know what you do? You walk away because he loves you too much. It's a much stronger message than a hammer. Trust me. Verdict for the plaintiff.
What about my countersuit, Your Honor?
Okay.
What about my countersuit?
All right.
You're not getting it.
School, Your Honor. You don't understand.
Let me explain something. Jeanette, stop yelling at me. You're going to hold you in contempt.
Okay.
Now look, you had to miss school?
Yes.
You're lucky you had to miss school just to be in court, because if it were me, you would have missed school because you would have been in jail for destroying his truck.
Okay.